What's going on, guys? My name is Dynasty. What I got for y'all today is yet again another Q&A video. You guys love this series, that's why we're on episode number 7. Crazy. It's been a week since our last episode, and I'm going to answer some questions today. A lot of great ones, like 6 or 7. And if you guys ever want to take part in this series, of course, all you got to do is tweet me using the hashtag DynastyQnA. From there, if the question's just good enough, it might get featured in a video like this. So with that said, guys, let's get into it. Our first question is coming from Kluke115, and he asks, in the Kombat Pack 2 shadows, 2 of them look like Smoke in Mortal Kombat 9 and him in Mortal Kombat X. So, do you think Smoke is coming? Now, obviously, he's talking about the teaser image we got a couple days ago. Check this out right here, in case you somehow missed it. Bam! That's the teaser image that pretty much sparked up the whole Kombat Pack 2 confirmation, and of course the official statement days later from NetherRealm Studios. But yes, this is apparently going to be our first look at the upcoming 4 characters in Mortal Kombat X's DLC for 2016. Now, does Dynasty think one of these silhouettes is Smoke? And personally, yes, I do think one of these silhouettes is Smoke, and this is all from your guys' doing, literally. The community has worked so hard together to pull up, like, certain images from, like, the campaign or, like, little cameos inside the story mode, and what they've done, pretty much, is use their own screenshots of, like, certain cameo appearances inside the game, and compared those characters to the characters inside this little silhouette teaser image. Sure enough, a lot of these images from, like, the campaign are fitting to the characters inside this teaser image. I got one on the screen right here. Check this out. One of you guys sent this to me days ago, and I've been wanting to talk about it for quite some time, so here it is, Dynasty Q&A official. We're talking about the character breakdown. He's claiming that to be Smoke, Frost, Fujin, and Baraicho. In all honesty, he has a pretty decent argument. I'm not just saying that to say, because I agree with the majority of what's inside this image. For instance, look at the first silhouette. He's claiming to be Smoke, and I know a lot of you guys are like, yeah, Smoke confirmed. Well, it might not be Smoke. That's the only thing I'm kind of iffy on, is the first character silhouette. Now, of course, you can see the face area. It has like some type of ninja-esque mask on like the lower part of their face, and obviously Smoke has that because he's a ninja. Well, Noob also has like a mask, and of course Baraka has humongous teeth, so his cheeks are kind of like inverted out, which is giving me a headache because I don't know which one of the 3 it is. Personally, if it's not one of those 3, I'm gonna like drink some gasoline or something, because I'm pretty sure it's either Baraka, Smoke, or Noob Saibot. We've seen what Noob looks like as well inside the iOS version of the game. If I can pull up an image, I will right here. That's what he looks like in like present time. So that's Noob in this like modern era of Mortal Kombat X. Now, of course, they both have shoulder pads. Baraka even has like that rope on his like elbows, so I can see where the first character is a toss-up between those 3. As for the second character, I still think it's Frost. I think the hair is pretty much a dead giveaway, though Sindel has long hair as well. I don't think it's that inverted usually, so I think the second silhouette has to be Frost. The third one, it's a toss between Fujin or Cyrax. Yeah, Cyrax has a nice little say inside a couple arguments I've seen. So Fujin, I still think if you're comparing what we see inside this little image right here, the comparison, it does make sense. Of course, you know, Fujin's Fujin. He came out in the campaign how many times? How many cameo appearances did he have? Then, of course, last is a dead giveaway. That has to be Baraicho. And I know a lot of people were so salty about Baraicho being in the game, but in all fairness, if you think about all those characters from like that 3D era on the PlayStation 2 or the Xbox, the original Xbox back in the day, Kenshi and Baraicho are what come to my mind. A lot of those characters from back then were super bland. I mean, you had, I don't know, off the top of my head, like Movado, you had Suhal, you had Daru. So when I think of those games, I think of Baraicho, the guy who trained Shujinko. Of course, Shujinko had a big role inside the whole 3D era. I think of Kenshi because Kenshi's even, you know, relevant to this day. I love Kenshi. So bam, that's that. We'll just have to wait and see. I went on for like 5 minutes discussing this, but to Q&A, I gotta go on to the next question. So great question, man, and on to the next. Our next question is from Easiest Rock 36, and he asks, do you think that the pit and other arenas will get stage fatalities along with alternate arenas, example Crystal Lake? Hashtag Dynasty Q&A. So I think he's asking on the second part there, if we're gonna get more than one stage inside this upcoming Kombat Pack 2 or this new DLC in 2016. I don't think we are. I think the pit is gonna be the standalone only map we see make a return. If you go back on the track history and Injustice, they never added like an additional arena. Same can be said about Mortal Kombat 9. There wasn't like an additional DLC pack just dedicated to stages, so this is like the first time ever anything like this is ever happening inside another NetherRealm Studios game, so I don't think so. As for the other question asking about a stage fatality, I think if there was a chance to throw a stage fatality in this game, it would be on the pit. If that's not the case, you can guarantee yourself you're to see at least a stage fatality. I mean, look at the Cove stage fatality. Imagine that on the pit. Yeah, it'd be pretty sick. So great question, man, and on to the next. Our next question is coming from Noah, and he asks, do you think we'll get a classic fatalities or skins pack for the Kombat Pack 2 wait? Sadly, I don't think that's the case. You might be new around here, Noah, but NetherRealm Studios has a pretty bad history in terms of compensations for waits. Just ask the guys that were looking forward to playing Mortal Kombat X on their 360 and PlayStation 3. Yeah, so I can't see us getting like a compensation pack or something. I just can't see it happening. I think we're gonna have to just wait these next 3 to 4 months and cross our fingers and hope that the Elder Gods deliver something to us. But from the looks of things, 2016 DLC resumes. Great question, man, and on to the next. Our next question is coming from Kevin Sells, and he says, wouldn't it be great to have Mortal Kombat X skins from other past Mortal Kombat games? Imagine Scorpion from Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance remade from Mortal Kombat X. That's a great question. This is something I've always wanted to see. For some odd reason, I just feel like NetherRealm hates even acknowledging the existence of Deadly Alliance, Deception, Armageddon. I don't understand why. I mean, every skin's pretty much been from like the first 3 Mortal Kombat games, and they do like these classic skin packs. And why not have a Deadly Alliance Scorpion and also like a Deception Sub-Zero or a Deadly Alliance Reptile? All of these skins are so great. I understand NetherRealm does not like the characters inside their rosters for those games, and they wish they could take it back, but you can't tell me that these skins aren't redeeming quality to those generations games. You know what I mean? Like, these skins are great. I know it's confirmed that we're gonna see some new skins in 2016 inside this Kombat Pack 2. Why not do something different and for once give us a more modern take on Mortal Kombat's costumes instead of the whole classic Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3? Make it happen, people. Let your voice be heard. Tweet at Boone. Anyways, great question. Headed on to the next. Patty1129 asks, do you think in Mortal Kombat 11, Raiden will be more of an evil character judging by the post-credit scene? Hashtag Dynasty QnA. Spoiler alert, click away if you for some odd reason not beat Mortal Kombat X. So of course the cutscene here we see how he has Shinnok's head and he throws it towards Katana and Liu Kang. Now they're the Emperors of the Netherrealm, and he's pretty much saying, hey man, I'm Dark Raiden. Back in the day, I was the shit. In this new timeline, I'm still the shit. He's not necessarily evil, he's just more sadistic and has no patience. So, of course, as you guys know, Raiden's always been the good guy. He's always been the peacemaker. Let's just say Outworld's gonna attack Earthrealm. Well, of course, he played by the book. He followed the laws of the land, and he was not a bad guy. He was legit. He was genuine. However, Dark Raiden says, you know what, screw the rulebook. If somebody's gonna put my realm in danger, yeah, your ass is grass. I'm gonna do what it takes to protect my people. He's a savage now. He gives no fucks. He'll do anything for his people now, even if that means bending some rules and not going by the book. So that's Dark Raiden. He's not an evil character. He just doesn't really have patience anymore. So that's pretty much Dark Raiden in a nutshell. Let's move on to our final question of this video. Cycle Style asks, would you like to see Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe remake? This time with gore and a better story. Now, I would if there was no strings attached. Obviously, NetherRealm, they know what they're doing in terms of Mortal Kombat games. They've not made one bad Mortal Kombat game, in my personal opinion, apart from this one. And that's just because, like I said, it didn't feel like a Mortal Kombat game having, you know, Batman, Superman, Catwoman. It just did not feel like Mortal Kombat. I understand it was not supposed to feel like Mortal Kombat, but me being a Mortal Kombat fan, it just wasn't really pleasant to play that game. So if they do make a remake and they have no strings attached, I'm all for it. But I don't think Warner Brothers would ever allow, like, their golden boy Superman to be in a position where he gets fatality by, like, you know, Kung Lao and split in half with his hat. So boom, that's another Dynasty Q&A in the books. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. Remember, if you ever want to take part in this, all you gotta do is tweet me using the hashtag Dynasty Q&A. From there, if the question's good enough, it might get featured in a video like this. If you guys did enjoy this video, please drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and what do you guys think today's questions? Leave me your answers to these questions in the comment section below. Anyways, till next time, guys, I've been your host, I've been Dynasty, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.